Ooh. Those turned out good.
Yeah. These are prototypes. I'm picking up the real red tomorrow, and it's more of like a fire engine red.
Oh, yeah? Nice.
But yeah, pretty cool.
Those are good. That candy apple is nice.
Yeah, it looks really nice. It's got like, hard to tell, but it's got like speckles in it.
Oh, yeah. Nice.
Yeah.
Well,
So where are we live today, Josh?
we're live right now on YouTube and also Facebook. So if Elle is around, you can tell her to, share it out
L
if she
comes
wants.
in
But
early and L leaves at 3.
that's right. That's right. Well, anyway, for anybody who doesn't know, my name is Jersey with windowcleaner.com. And this guy, this handsome fella here, this is Mr. Alex, who you haven't seen in like a year. Well, you've done lives, I guess.
I'm
We
doing
haven't
Facebook
done a
Lives
shoot
all
the
the time.
poo in that long.
True that. We have not shot any poo in quite some time. Are we
Oh,
calling
so
this
good.
Shoot the Poo?
Yeah, remember the shoot the poo name?
I remember Shoot the Poo.
Chris
I just didn't
hates
know
it.
if this was. So it shall be.
It's it was as soon as Chris was like, "Yeah, I hate the name." I was like, "Sorry, shoot." Signed the
Cut,
lease
print,
on the name.
roll.
Yeah, yeah. Well, people don't know that we moved to a new warehouse. I don't know, they're living under a rock, but for anybody who doesn't know, we moved warehouses. It is now like at least twice the size, and the ceilings are twice the height, so it's like 4 times the size.
Yes. I can do a slow pan around here. Well, show you where I hang out. I'll show you where I hang out. This is my little work area. I'm
Look at that.
between the office areas over there and right here, the warehouse where everything ships out. So I'm currently in pole production area. These are where all of our water-fed poles are, the raw poles as they come in, and then they get kind of dolled up here with the hose, the fittings, the brush, they get boxed. Here's all of our current hybrid brushes that are going with the poles, and then there's some overflow brushes. Yeah.
Crazy. You're in the thick of it now. Like people think there's offices, but it's like an open concept flow type feel where all the offices are all part of the warehouse and everybody can kind of just like get up and check stuff all at the same time. It makes things really, really convenient.
Yeah, it sure does. There's the open office area.
Most of those people that are there too, nobody knows they're behind the scenes.
Oh,
like
yeah, totally.
They literally just think it's like me and you. And we're like sitting in a storage unit somewhere like, all right, come on, somebody buy something. But it's not quite like that. We have like 35 people now, something like that. I think I did lose Alex. There he's back. What do we have now?
Hey.
What do you think? Like 35 people, something like that?
About 30.
30? Oh, we really lost him now. But anyway, if you guys have any questions, that's what we're doing today with the Shoot the Poo. Back in there at our main location. Our main location is super rad. It's really, really cool. It's not one of those things where like somebody wants to go in and just walk around because there's lots of boxes. But it's really cool to just see everything kind of work and see how everything flows. It's really pretty good. The way that it works is so fast paced, it would actually shock people. Like we can do literally with the setup we have now, 750 orders a day. A day. That's crazy. It's craziness. If anybody wants to think, most orders do not ship out of one box, as you know. So think about boxes there. But 750 orders we can do in one day. It's nuts. I'm gonna get Alex back in here if we can, and yeah, we'll go from there. But if you guys have any questions or want to see anything, definitely let me know. What is up to everybody who's here? David Gonzalez is here. What's up? Also, I'm gonna try to say Simple Mind. Did I say it right this time? Last time I butchered it. I just butchered it last time. So I'm glad that I have it right. But Alex is back. He's here.
I'm back. I'm
He's
sorry about
just
that.
as busy as ever over there. So
Yes, I heard everything you said. So about just the fast pace and being able to get everything out, that's numero uno.
yeah, it's we're the only downside that we haven't quite broken the code on yet is how to get like 2-day shipping everywhere. People are like, oh, just open another warehouse. Yeah, like that. It's very, very, very hard to do that just to have faster shipping. So we're trying to figure that out. But everything ships if it's ordered before 5 or at least like 5 minutes to 5. It ships out the exact same day. Like we are completely ready to have everything. If you put an order in right now, it'll still ship out today. It's that
Yep.
crazy. How many shipping
Yeah,
stations do we have in total?
Look at all this. The line's a little jammed up. I got to get somebody over here. We normally have 3 actual shipping stations, but we're having that bathroom renovated, so one's down. So packing, 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 packing. So the people at the end of the line over here, once they pack a box, they get to throw it all the way down.
Nice. I love the like analness too. And you go through there, like everything has its place. Like every station is exactly the same. Like the tape gun's in the same spot. Everything's labeled. Yes. That's great. That's great.
Oh, everywhere you look, there's labels. Everything's labeled. Everything is scan, double scan. Scan the product. What is it? Scan it. Where'd you take it from?
Nice. You know what's cool about that too is that part you're in right now with all like the smaller pieces or pick and piece. Those are all on wheels. Every one of those things are on wheels. So if we want to like change the entire warehouse, like as far as those things go, we can rearrange it any way we want instantly because everything's on wheels.
Yeah, what's really neat, and it happens often enough, is this height may need to change. Okay, no problem. You roll in a shelf that's similar. You move everything off. You roll this out to an open area. You knock the shelves off, put them exactly where you want them, get back to work.
Nice. Yeah, it makes
It's that
things
smooth,
crazy easy.
that
Yeah.
easy.
Yes. If anybody's watching now and has any product questions or wants to see something like on camera right now, that's what we're doing. So let me know.
See how it works, see what fits, all that
That's
good stuff.
that's for the sales side of things. I know everybody thinks we know everything, but I don't quite know everything. But weird things come up where somebody says, "Hey, how does this and this work together?" And literally within 5 minutes, I can have it done and videos either taken or pictures taken, which is absurd because
Huge.
everything we have is in house. I mean, what are we at? 99.1% of everything we have in on our site is in house. It's
Oh yeah,
crazy.
yeah. The vast majority. Can you help out in shipping?
Yeah, no.
Thank you. Sorry, just getting some help on the shipping line.
Yeah. David Gonzalez says, do they have a reverse membrane? Are you talking about a reverse osmosis membrane? We do have membranes in there. I don't know that we would have any open, but we do have membranes and we have them.
We're building systems today.
Oh, yeah.
Like
Yeah,
every
never
day.
mind. I lied. David's got the first real question, so thank you so much for asking that, but we're going to show you that in 2 seconds. But yes, we do. Right now, systems are built, and the main one we have is that Axion XE1 membrane. If that's not systems right there for you to drool over.
And look, we have our private labeled zero membrane.
Oh, nice.
Oh, all right. Anyone got an open membrane I can take a look at? Like a box, an open membrane box.
I didn't say it wasn't a functional warehouse, but he's going to pull you up a membrane right now. If you got specific questions, keep asking there too on the membrane itself. What specific questions?
Anyone opens.
We have a killer sale going on right now, also in the Atom system, and those Atoms are getting built right behind there too. $400 off that system he's pushing away right there. So if anybody wants one, brand spanking new, $400 off, we got them. So pretty awesome.
Yeah. So this is like a non-stop building area. This entire area here is. I'm not going to cut this out of the bag because it's going to go into a system. But there you can see at the end of the membrane. Thanks, Hunter. All the different layers which make up a membrane. So the water is forced through all of those layers, all the minerals essentially get stuck on that material, and then you're left with your pure water. Water.
That membrane, by the way, David just asked how much it is. It is $340.10 right now, $340.10. That's that 40-inch. My number's on the screen. Shoot me a text, and as soon as I'm off this, we'll get you one ordered, and I'll get it shipped out to you for free. So,
and it'll
yeah.
ship today.
And it will ship today.
So
yes.
we're always kind of moving things around in here, so you can see it's even a little bit different from when you were here last, Jersey. Just the station, like the flow of things. It kind of all starts on one side here. Here's the raw frames. Raw frames come here, and you get, depending on the system, the brackets put on, the strapping plates, depending on the system, the T-bracket, again, depending on the system. Here's all the hardware for that. And it moves on to where all these sub-assemblies are. So all this area goes into these guys, all these pre-filters.
Yeah, you know what's crazy too is our warranties are very, very, very few and far between. But if something breaks, remember everything in Zero line is basically covered 6 years for the system, right? So if something breaks, we literally have it there on the shelf, and it will get sent to you that same day. All you do is fill out the form just so we know who you are, and we literally have it in a box and on its way to you the same exact day. So it sucks being down, but it's super, super quick.
But yep, we do our best to take care of it as fast as possible. So yeah,
David
all of these systems are also water tested too, which I don't think anyone else really does. Before these filters go in, there is actually water run through under pressure to ensure that there's no leaks, no bad fittings, no damage, and then it gets fresh filters installed, and then they get shipped out.
Nice. Yeah, just so you know, the next question comes up from Damien and TJ. Both want to see the gutter poles and the vac if you got it. But as he's moving, I'll go back to David. David said, does it come with a base and a filter? So you're looking for the entire system. Yes, we have those. The Zero Pure system you saw being built is $14.99. That's the full system. And that Atom, which is the shorter version, that one is $400 off right now. So again, just shoot me a text, and we'll get you all that stuff ordered up and send you out those. Those are the systems that you were seeing them do before. So Damien wants to see that gutter pole. TJ, what's going on, man? Yes, we are not introducing our own vacuums necessarily, but we've worked with IPC forever, and their vacs are by far the best. That's who everybody's using for vac. Triple motored vac.
Yeah.
Super awesome. Easy dump on wheels. Really, really simple. So.
Sorry, one
Do your
second.
thing. Squeegee Life. His name is TJ. I keep calling him TJ, but Squeegee Life said, I broke number 4 section on my Squeegee Life pole, which is another Zero pole, by the way. Had the new section in 2 days. And you're in, I want to say, Ohio, right? Maybe I'm going to get that wrong. No, Cleveland.
He's in Ohio.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. Ohio. So there you go. Super, super fast. Super fast. So stuff happens, but the nice thing is it's covered.
Oh, hey, I'm back. So let me see if I can set this up somewhere you can see me a little bit better. Perhaps.
This is a big pole, so it's going to be tricky to see either way. But what's the diameter of that? What section would that be?
All the sections are exactly the same, my friend.
So, but I'm saying that's a 10.
Yes, I'm sorry. It's got a number 10 clamp on it. That's correct. I'm a liar. It's an 11.
Oh, okay. There you go. It's a little bit wider than the standard base of a micro.
Yes. So the base of the pole is going to come with this silicone cuff in here, and that is going to cuff over the adapter on the vacuum. And I'll show, and I want to do another video on this as well. Once it's in there, it's kind of difficult to get on and off. You may get frustrated. So just unscrew it from the hose as well.
Yeah. Yeah, that connection point is the kind of the big piece of the puzzle, because the leaves and debris and everything still have to get through there, even with connections. So it's an interesting kind of concept. So
totally. So now on here we have an elbow. This elbow goes into the pole section. You've got another clamp here. There's a carbon fiber elbow. Ooh, ah, ooh, ah. And then you have like a vacuum attachment. Cut on an angle. That way when you're going through the gutter, it's at a good angle to scrape and pull that stuff out of there. So when it comes to gutter backs, the long and short and the truth of it is they work best when the gutters are wet. Any kind of feedback you get about dry debris, it gets clogged much easier than wet stuff. So just know that if it's just a very, very arid area and you've got nothing but dry stuff, it's not the best tool for it. Like anything else, it's a tool, it's got a place.
Yeah. Keep a bucket of water with you, a little 5-gallon bucket on the ground, and every couple of minutes, just run that through there, suck it up, clean the hose out, clean the pole out with a little bit of water. Makes your world easier.
So as I said before, these are all the same pole section. If you look close, it may be difficult to see, but if you look close, there is like a ridge right about here.
Oh, yeah.
So it's kind of hard to pick up on camera, a lot easier in person. Try to illustrate that with the photos on the website as well. So the section above is simply going to slide right into here. So
that inside is still smooth as it can be.
Yes.
Less for things to get caught up in.
Correct. And it's following the flow of the debris. So it's not going to, in the pole section, it's coming this way. So as it goes through, it's not going to get caught up on a lip of another pole, and you get the beginnings of a clog right through, and then just it can't go any farther. It's just right there. No need to jam it, tighten it, and you're good to go.
Nice. Yeah.
So we're selling these in a 6-section kit. The actual length of that is 20 with the elbow, 27.5 feet. But of course, you're holding it, here.
Yeah.
So working height, which I don't really like to go off of, but working height about 30 feet. You can pick it up over your head too. It's extremely lightweight. They're just slightly under a pound each section, so it's really not a heavy item to move around. Anything really beyond 30 feet, you're not going to have suction for, no matter what you're using.
That's what I was going to say. So anything above 30 feet, you got to get up to at least that mark. 30 feet is going to get you the gutters on a second floor house. You got something bigger than that. I mean, you're just trying to do water lift. That's just obscene. Simple Mind just said, sorry.
Okay.
No, I was just going to say, Simple Mind just said that that's the first triple motor that only runs 110. Not the only one, but it is one. It is super, super powerful as far as its draw. So it is something you want to run on a generator, just as a heads up.
Yeah, relying on a standard home outlet and breaker is a big gamble, especially if the customer is not there. So one switch per motor. Generator is extremely recommended with something like this. Let me show you real quick. Put my camera back up here. On the end of the hose, here's the area where that silicone cuff would go on to. Like, once it's on there, it's going to be a pain. You're not going to want to fight with it with that pole section on there. Just unscrew from the back hose to take it off, and just leave this on that pole section. It's going to be a hell of a lot easier.
Yep. Yeah, these things are, like I said too, it's a tool. So it's one of those things that, like a water fed, you don't use on everything. A gutter tool or a gutter pole, you don't use on everything. But when you do need it or do use it, it is well worth it. Yeah,
you're not going to use your water fed pole in a 100-year-old house with wooden storm windows. You're just not going to do that.
Yep. And just so you guys know too, not to make this thing a salesy thing, but my number's on the bottom. If you want to get your hands on one of those gutter setups, the whole package, let me know. The poll just launched, I want to say yesterday. So everything is brand spanking new. So get your hands. We will sell out of the first batch just as more coming in. So just a heads up on that.
Yeah. Just a heads up.
On this guy, Skywalker Boxing, just said they got the Petzl ID. It lasted 4 months, and he's going back to a Fisk. Yes, let me tell you, not only do I love the Petzl ID, it is absolutely amazing. The video that I just came out with literally today, just a couple hours ago, was high-rise training with Safety Green. That's on my YouTube channel, but that's what I'm using as a Petzl. And I'm telling you, the one thing with the Petzl, the way that it works, because of the inside of that, it is not stainless steel. It's actually aluminum, so you have to wash your ropes. If you're using older ropes that have sand and debris and everything else, you're going to wear through them super quick. But it's just one of those things to make it easy. A fist or any other rack or descender you can get in stainless steel lasts you forever, and you probably never worried about cleaning a rope in your life. It may be because of that, but it doesn't hurt to clean ropes anyway.
No, it does not. It's actually encouraged.
Yes. Yeah. T Squeegee just said the older he gets, the more he wants a gutter vac. Man, I love the gutter vac myself. I haven't used it in a while, but when we did, it made things so nice. I hate trying to figure out how to get gutters. Gutters are the worst thing. It's just like full of like squirrel poop and everything else, and just
I just got on All County Window Cleaning's gutter list.
Smart man. If you didn't see, actually, your house made it into one of our videos. You can see the estate of Alex in a shot on one of the videos.
It's a very modest home. I did
see. Damien said, I love downstreaming gutters. You're talking about maybe like the outside downstreaming. Yeah. If you can in gutter cleaning too, and you're already up there doing the roof or anything else, and you can just flush them out, super nice, but not always can we do that, especially if there's lots of debris. Then,
Simple Man, the best time to clean your gutters is in the rain. Like 2 nights ago, it was pouring rain. Went outside with the dogs, and I was like, I have an overflow and a clog right by the garage. I got my son, and I got my ladder, and I said, I'm going to climb up here and clean this gutter out. If I fall, run to the neighbor's house.
Nice. That's awesome.
So which neighbor? I said, just pick one responsible.
Pick one you think is going to make the call. Yeah. Simple Mind just mentioned that his vac runs on 220, which is crazy. I don't think I've seen a vac on 220, so that's pretty nuts, but pretty awesome. I guess you're running a lower draw with 220 if you can, and you're gonna have a generator anyway, so I see the benefit of it. Can you run that vacuum off a Suitcase Generator? Yes, depending on the size. Is that like
a small inverter?
Yep. Yeah, it's not a huge draw, but what it is the initial draw of it is going to hit that kind of 20 amp part, and you're going to pop breakers if they're like 15 amp breakers. If you're running 20 amp breakers on a house, you may not even have an issue, but if you do have an issue and that just happens to be the same that like their garage freezer or fridge is on and they're not home, then you just are going to have a world of problems. So that's why you say use a generator if you never have to even worry about it. So David's looking for a catalog. We do not have catalogs right now. The price of printing has like tripled. So we don't have actual print catalogs, but if you go to windowcleaner.com, that's the website. Everything's there. And like I said, my number is all on the screen if you have questions on anything.
Yeah, we had our new catalog. Like, there was so much time put into that thing. And it was like, okay, let's just get to the printer. And they're like, hold on, let me get you updated prices. And it was like $5 a catalog. We're like, well, that's
nuts.
That's not worth it.
No, it's nuts. There are people who still like the paper catalog. Obviously, I own a magazine, window cleaning magazine that's paper, so I'm on that side of it. But the big thing is that catalogs go out of date so fast because not only do products change, but the descriptions change, the pictures change, the packaging changes, or even the price changes that even our catalogs never had prices in them because the prices can literally change, especially with supply chain issues that have been going on. We had ladders. Last year alone, I think we had 4 price increases on ladders alone just because aluminum costs that came down. It's like,
and there's just like new cool stuff. Like we just found this like bucket caddy thing. It's like, we may have this, for 2 years, 3 years, and it missed the whole catalog cycle.
Yep. And then people keep catalogs, which is great, but then they have the old catalogs and they're missing all of the new items. So huge pluses and minuses to them for sure. Yeah.
And plus, being in this industry, like we carry a lot of little items that are made by window cleaners or just a very small company, and like some of that stuff is just here today, gone tomorrow. So putting it in a catalog and having people ask about it for the next 5 years is a little bit tough.
So let's. I saw you just walk by a chloramine filter. Go back to the chloramine filters and let's talk. If all the people that are here right now, I'm guessing you may not know exactly what we're talking about here, but explain chloramines and explain the difference, because this has really, really, really been exploding as far as an issue goes across the country.
Yeah, so essentially, anywhere that you're running on city water, we're finding out more and more people are just calling the municipalities that they are adding chloramine to the city water. It's basically a much more aggressive form of chlorine. Um, what that means, though, is that it kills RO membranes a lot faster than standard. Just chlorine in the water. That's able to be handled by your average run-of-the-mill carbon filter, and that's what these are. These are nothing special. They're just carbon filters. You can get them anywhere, Walmart, any hardware store, big box store, but they just are not able to handle the chloramine. So we're finding people who are just killing their RO membranes in 6 months, and that's just completely unacceptable.
Yeah.
And when you do a little research, you ask them to call around. They said, "Yeah, my local water treatment place said they're adding chloramine." Like, that's it.
And here's the big thing in the system. There's 3 filters for all you that know, right? There's a pre-filter, your RO, and then your resin. The pre-filter and your resin, you're going to be changing those relatively regular. But the RO membrane is expensive. Like we said, $340, and it's something that should last you upwards of 2+ years. If you're getting way less than that, it increases the cost of every gallon you're using. So spending $10 more on a chloramine filter, saving yourself $340 just makes sense. So.
Yeah, that's the number one stage in any filtration system is your pre-filters, whether there's a sediment filter before it or not. Sediment is literally only getting out sediment, but this is what's going to handle that chlorine or chloramine.
Yeah. Real quick, I don't know. I'm going to ask you a question. You can say no, but is there anything new that you want to talk about that you can talk about?
Yeah, check out this new fitting. Look at that bad boy.
Nice. That's robust.
Yeah, it is. And it matches the quality and integrity of these other fittings that we're using throughout the system.
Yeah.
We really have we've only been building these systems for 1 year in-house, and we've gone through a lot of crap to get to the best. Let me show you some crap. We keep some of the crap. These things, boy, are they junk.
Yeah.
These things, junk. We literally threw out about 1,000 of these.
I remember.
They weren't doing well, so we just said, okay, we're going to throw them out. So we finally landed on this guy right here.
Yeah, here's a real nice thing. People always say, because first they don't understand why we have a new system that is the new replacement for the old system, but it's less. And the reason is because we build it in-house, right? But the thing that we get, not only do we get quality control, is literally instant. So when he showed us those really robust kind of double fitting, one of the fittings that have been used in the past, or the ones that he had thrown out, we found out that a few of them had been leaking, and it wasn't making sense. And instead of having any of them leaking, you just throw everything out and then you rebuild it even better. So eventually this thing is going to be absolutely bulletproof. And I think it is now.
Yeah. And, we're learning about the fittings and where, more and more of what the application is. Like this guy right here, this is referred to as the short thread. So the short thread is best to go into a metal fitting like this, which is the DI inlet on one of the XPR systems. Let me go find a long, show you that. That would be at a different station.
And I'm going to jump in here and do a couple quick questions. But T-Squeegee, yes, you can add a chloramine filter to any system. They're like an extra $10 or like $20 for the whole thing. So
this is the long thread, and it has this built-in gasket in the center there. These are meant to go into plastic. So here I am, sorry about the noise, at the station where we make these. These are the RO caps. So each XPR gets one of those on the top, one on the bottom.
And those, by the way, when everything is put together, they're all hydro tested. So it's really pretty shocking. So if anything leaks, and stuff moves in shipping, obviously that can always happen, but testing stuff, it just cuts down on so many too many issues popping up.
Yeah. Let me see if I have a failure over here. I do. Sorry, Brandon. Sorry.
I'm going to jump on this one real quick for Skywalker. Said that he did buy brand new ropes on that ID. I really like the ID, and I have not used enough of the anti-panic type other than old racks, and I've had failures on racks. So I still really like the ID. I wish I had a better answer for you to try something, but just try it. Unfortunately, they're expensive, but definitely worth trying.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's in high rise, obviously the cost of that equipment is much greater than someone just trying out a different squeegee or squeegee rubber.
Yeah.
As I mentioned, when something fails, a system fails, whether it's a leak here, a leak there, or anywhere, a leak, it gets a red tag, out of service tag, and they write the reason on here. This says move all assemblies to a new frame. So what I guess we found out here is this frame is either too wobbly, because if you have something that's just put together a couple degrees off, you add 50 pounds of weight like this, you put it on wheels, you move it, and all of a sudden it's teeter-tottery, it gets pulled.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's the thing. When you get to have your thumb on the, you guys know Chris and Alex, both of them are very, very anal in like what they put out the door, and they're just not letting any of this stuff go out if there's any questions. So it really brings back in a lot of quality control aspects. So
yeah, quality, and just finding a bit of frame fall, finding out what just works the best.
That one just didn't pass. The one that you just knocked over.
Yeah, that'll fail down the line.
Yeah. Well, cool. I just want to say thank you to everybody who did come ask some questions. It was really awesome to kind of go through the warehouse. We're going to want to do this probably more regularly. If anybody has any questions, of course, my number's on the screen. You guys know our main line. Chat is always open. Email us, call us, smoke signals, whatever you want. We're here to help you. We're still window cleaning resource. We still want to be a resource to you and help you in anything. So let us know what we can do for you. That's nice. By the way, that shirt's available for sale right now.
All right, Josh, this was a blast. Tomorrow we'll show some new stuff already, I promise. I'll be back filming a live probably halfway through the day.
Nice. Hint, hint. All right, we'll see you guys later, and definitely appreciate it.